Project here that consists of 113 apartments with retail space on the bottom floor. It's going to be located between Hopkins, James Brown, and the Summer Street block. We expect that we can break ground first quarter 2021 is the anticipated date. We'd love to break ground this year. We'll see. You really just kind of never know what's going to happen with these things. But we started working with HCD back about a year ago now, I think, as they continue to sell homes in the Lany Walker area. So it's been a great relationship, and this is some of the fruit of that. We get a lot of interest from different parties about developments and inquiries to help improve the city, and so this was the kind of brainchild of some of those conversations. And as Commissioner Fennoy and I were talking about a little earlier, this will hopefully spur more similar development in the area. And we've already had multiple conversations about other projects on Hopkins as well as on James Brown for smaller, similar type of projects. But I think the hope is that Beacon Station on one side and this project on the other really kind of act as bookends to help to grow the Lany Walker area. So we're excited about the project. I'm going to be happy to answer any questions that you may have. I'm going to turn it over to you. You're going to introduce yourself and talk a little about.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shanti Lewis. I'm the Deputy Director for Housing and Community Development, and I'm standing in for Mr. Hawthorne Welcher's absence. We all know that he could not be here today with respect to what's going on with his family. So I also ask that you keep him and his family in your prayers, although he would never forget to send his words from his desk. With Augusta, Georgia's commission support and approval, we support a mixed-use development, not an apartment complex, but it creates jobs, it increases small businesses, solidifies the gateway final and third project, sparks future continuous development such as Dias Park, but most of all, neighboring homeowners will see facade improvements within the neighborhood as we revitalize the community one block at a time. Thank you so much.
Sean Frown, Mayor Pro Tem, just on behalf of the city, Commissioner Fennoy and his district, we just want to say thank you for your continued investment, your continued support in this community. We're very excited about this project. We're excited that possible retail on the bottom. We can look at a possible grocery store as people in this room. A lot of stakeholders have been working on, Mr. McFalls and Margaret. Thank you for y'all's continued support to make that happen. But we're just excited about this project, this $15 million investment in our community. Thank you to HCD and all the work that they've done. Again, thoughts and prayers with Hawthorne. And we're excited about this project, and we'll look forward to seeing people move in 2021, I hope. So thank y'all.
We are hosting a community meeting. I don't know if that's what to call it. At 6 o'clock this afternoon at Tabernacle Baptist, their Life Center. So that will be the time for the public to come and input, ask questions. We really want to have buy-in from the local community because they're the ones that are going to be living here near this. So I am happy to answer any questions that anybody may have about the project, how it came about, future, any of that. If anybody has any questions.
And the name of the project is?
The James.
The James.
Is that after James?
I feel good then.
Jody asked you a question about, is it after James Brown?
Does it have a good thing to do with James Brown?
Sure. I mean, it's not specifically James Brown. I think we all love James Brown and his music, but it was a name that there was a lot of discussion from a lot of different parties, and we had a long list that got narrowed down, and that was ultimately what was decided on.
Okay. And you mentioned there's going to be retail. Have you identified what type of retail would?
Sure. So, great question. We do not know exactly what's going to go in the building yet. We've had some conversations about a potential small grocery store going in. I'm nervous about saying we're going to have a grocery store go in because, there's been 50 people that have said a grocery store is coming over the last 5 years and nothing's happened. So I don't want to be, number 51 on the list. But We feel like it is a strong candidate for a grocery store, a smaller concept that'll service the entire neighborhood, especially because they'll have 100 customers that are living above there. So that is an avenue we are pursuing rigorously to try to get a grocery store in there. And you can see that we've got retail on one end and also on the other with amenities in the middle. There's been some dialogue about possibly opening up those amenities, whether it be a workout facility or something like that to the neighborhood as well. But we also could see a restaurant, coffee shop, some type of service-based retail use going in there. Again, that would benefit the entire neighborhood.
Okay.
And what's the square footage on the retail?
That is still in flux some, but it's going to be somewhere between 5,000 to 10,000 square feet of retail. Yeah, total, yes. And how that'll be divided up, we're still working with planning and zoning on some of those details. So the floor plate could change some. Yeah. And the same thing with parking could change some also. I will say that we're trying to minimize the amount of parking on James Brown Boulevard. And this drawing doesn't reflect it, but we actually are going to be moving some of this up here. The way we had to submit it to planning and zoning, we could not do that on this drawing yet. We've also acquired a few other parcels over here that we may move some parking from down here over there to. We're trying to preserve as much frontage on James Brown Boulevard as possible versus having parking there.
It's not gonna be metered parking.
I don't know. Is it metered parking? It absolutely will not be metered parking, I promise. And I'll also say that we're not asking for any funds. We're not asking for any funds from the city. This is 100% private funded. No tax credits. No bonds, anything like that. It's 100% private investment.
Well, I appreciate your investment, and this is my neighborhood. And I can remember what this neighborhood used to be like 50 years ago when I first came to Augusta. So I appreciate your investment, and I'm looking for what you're doing here to spur other development in the area and change the look of the community.
Yep. Thank you. Any other questions?
Give a round of applause for Joe.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.